Mema abijafo akwaba abijafo mema akwaba bato bibi aboko de prof dem say uba ha che on honorable tell me on the
send base ni abba
conference is saying
Adom bako I call me feel by Mbano Paya.
Oh, I see. First flight too, and I'm over
first and I'm a duty call. See about.
I will tell me. You have a call.
Yeah.
Conference boko there. What about you? The way I was shaping, no. I say it's a better trademark.
Really?
Parliament House on the minimum say this sir designer white
I'm over
and to know in pre competition no.
Oh well, after no mama giama.
So far no kan me hono.
Sir
abeji so obi.
Abeji so kaka.
Abeji dey no do so tem.
And this is fun now.
Well but
this is fun.
Is it kwabre?
Honozo white
I think so.
Yeah. But you mentioned common no say every intended protester minority in parliament and other CSOs womo ayomajun say on the 5th of September womo de ba ko wie ewo Bank of Ghana in fact common share say no police for edin kita ho bebre the last one enra police for the krata ebeto abonten say obibia gu akwan so womo ye krado so mbebo protesters no ho ban nemum kwan no a protesters no propose during the engagement say omo de protest no be share free Parliament House omo share free ho na come de nemu akopie Bank of Ghana no protest for no che say ho na nyade a ebeboa enti protest for no so propose say come share free Obra Sports na womo fa nko Adabraka omudu Adabraka na nka oma fam ho akofa City House na nka oma ko wie protest ni na ewo Independence Square anapay many honorable Mahama Yarega kasa che enyade a protesters no ombedi sa route no eso later on many honorable Stephen Amo so kasa sisi ano ade no apai honorable Telabi mame nhyase influence on this one we are na makoprof so
well mechia etiefo nyina ena emsemefa we so ene mikrum ye launch ye festival annual festival my festival no?
Okay
ye launch e wa kusi na me fasa akwantu na mama ye man hini ni ono ano ye president of the Eastern Regional House of Chiefs Secretary the second
yes
me manu okliboni ene tire se afishapa me tawo machi ene ejuma bibredi me abakra
okay
and you know me fear no more there's next meeting so I say me call you know I may not be able to attend there but me tawo machi pa na me chia womo ka ho organizing committee you know the chairman of the organizing committee ni ade nyina me chia womo nyina ma womo
my you know bosomi ba mu
October
okay but then na lunch
oh okay but it will start from 20th to 28th of October. It's a week-long program.
Okay.
And you know, me far so me far basically when
no.
Yes.
It's allowed.
Yeah,
it's allowed.
Now, makai krobofo nyina ene womo a womo nye krobofo a womo ne ji hu nyina se emre na so nti no de should womo men manya krobo. Now womo take part. There are a lot of activities lined up for that for the week, you know. Now it will be interesting. Say, ube kono wako witness. Until all are invited.
Yeah, beba.
That's
beba.
You know. In fact, I don't pay. Me a little bit surprised with the police for more press release. You know. Now, you see, say police for no. If they allow themselves to be controlled, because you had opportunity to suggest, they almost suggested to do that time and meeting, no, a course, no. Yaba meeting, any more transfer, yaka more raise concerns. Yaka once we had come to a consensus. Say the reasons are more man. Say ebe create congestion, traffic ni we no. Na chere say baby a mu di kwakọ mu chere say yemfa no. E ho no mu because unim baby a pese yefa. Ye befa from parliament no. Stadium. Near Ministry of Finance. Near far court hono. Near Bank of Ghana.
Yes.
Very simple. And then who say yanko starting free or brass sport. Near me father braka. Near fa City House. Near endi wo
Independence Square. Yes.
One who kwai na ochire na me dem feel say afterthought. Somebody else after they have heard say we have come to a consensus. They have agreed on baby I ever find bibiano. I decided say no. I didn't think mama almost say omuko because after all, what are we going to do? You see the copycat our Bank of Ghana. You either stop us completely and I say what is the essence of a PISCAP? No, you see a core Bank of Ghana. They are presenting petition the amount governor of Bank of Ghana. They are impressing on him say the performance no ya bismarck. 1 2 abayno for papa. One fam na enye adwuma ama ene no yesika sem atitia pansam. Enintino you feel say he is not competent to continue managing the bank for us. Enintino say oyobia wa basa oba be sum man de man for say wa adwuma no fatowo. Yeah, the paper no kwa komano. Enye ntokwa na ye kwa akoko. Na at least no nipa aye di nim no members of parliament. Menye ni say ya dwen ni say kwa akoko critique bibi ade mayhem bia na say basa bi beba. Na mati argument bi say oh honum ye security zone ni ade ni.
Yeah, Bank of Ghana na security zone.
Na say you see etuayonku etuadua. Okay, occupy Ghana for. Okay, occupy Ghana.
Yes.
Even on Mkoye. Any flash staff house no Mkoye. Now say ene if there's any area you be say a security zone. You obi abe person you be protected pa flash staff house.
The presidency.
I mean, I don't know. Selective amnesia. And now I say they are the minister of the Mekano. And then one more champion winning, they have now realized that there's something like the security of that institution have become so important. Say, you call on the petition come Addison. Now, I then Sikano print biomana. Anything no the embassy me check a police bond say they had opportunity to agree and they agreed because when we raise concerns and they tell them say look it is better to spend less time marching than to come and start from Obabe fear CFC say what do you call it or brass sport.
Yeah.
Now if we want to avoid infiltration, people on Baby Room there. The longer you stay on the street, what I say, the more you give the people opportunity to come, to join. But what we are saying is, you have parliament, you have Be there, Mongwa. Say, after no man who say, you feel on Mokoyan, after no man who say, there's something I bet we are happy now, Yanko behind our back. And then to the stage, I was one more train. One more train, part of the release, one more train for update. And that was not what happened at the meeting. And Americans say they should be professional. They should stop allowing themselves to be, remote controlled by whoever is trying to, poke his or her nose into
releasing. He said the police are waiting to hear from the organizers to enable us provide them the necessary security during the...
Did you listen to the press, interaction after we had the meeting?
Yeah.
By our leaders. That there was an agreement. That there was consensus. That they raised consensus, all right, but we were able to explain to them, said no. the route now you far better. And if it is anything to prevent traffic, congestion in India, then where we have opted to pass, easier. In any case, our aim is to send a petition, and we told them in plain words, the petition must be received by Addison.
But he can equally receive the petition at Independence Square.
No. The air can say we want to judge bondholders no woman your problem for no go Piketty.
Finance Ministry.
One call no ehoshiye. But why are we trying to suppress the will of the people? Why do you want to do that? If people want to express
police for and council mamu protection, they are only suggesting that.
And do you know what?
Yes, me too.
Police, they shouldn't. Look, in America, they shouldn't be remote controlled. And if it is chaos, no more person will prevent the idea. What should say, baby? I back off from
Transport, Adabraka.
It will be a big crap at Gimbonibia. Only me, your was so be person di bonibia. So man more time rather know or they are the obey. And then what is so strange about protesters going to a Bank of Ghana? Bank of Ghana is in a bomb no muton or man. What is it? Somebody is just trying to show off power. Say I didn't agree. And mun catch them say you didn't agree with them on anything. And let them come back. And maintain ni paying them that. Say we the letter beko say call what do you call it procession. Now yaba meeting, yaba agree. Now police about out say we mu train na yen fa yen route emra.
But you see, now we say the new route it was not discussed.
What I'm saying is that when we raise concerns about baby, we're explaining to them. It is better to spend less time marching than to come and start from Brasport. If it is about preventing people from joining in here, then the earlier we finish, the better. And baby, we are going to picket Bank of Ghana. Sorry, Megan. Bank of Ghana, the echo. You see the petition echo Bank of Ghana, like Occupy Ghana decided to go and present their petition over Flagstaff House. No? Yes, we the call Bank of Ghana. What is wrong with ours? Then if we send our petition to Addison. What is new? And why would somebody, after agreeing with us, change his mind? Why? I didn't say Caesar. I didn't say Banza. And it's not because the police, they should be resolute. Now, one Kasan, one for one. I didn't go see our that's all.
Okay. Medase. Prof, my member also on this same issue. And I've been quite worried because of the positions protesters, any police for take, and I fear say it remains on the 5th, a day of protest, I'm sure na ankoya sumdwe amfa sumdwe amba. Prof.
Yeah, my now say na mencha atiefonia and I'm senior. Quite so fonia so mecha obia. So NDC minority in parliament almost say almost year chair etia Bank of Ghana governor.
Yes.
Na omni police for issue mu na omo chire kwan so mo faso na omo chire no. For me, in the first place, a demonstration and a picket number somewhere, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, if it's there, here, esa say nyaso na omugina so no ento asumu because menua Bank of Ghana we say omo incur losses about 60 billion Ghana cedis. Na ma be chechemu at the contia sa canon about omo books 2022. Omo me say technical losses are a year as a result of any domestic debt exchange program no. Yakwa on here na at that time no because I was say to me restructure your debt. Now I think by 2025 or so, or say to me a net debt to GDP ratio of around 55% or so. So that was the reason why I BBC echo. So now share loss now abana huge part about 80% to deal with the debt exchange program no. Some of the scanner echo bond holders honia there. So enya sika minya ako obi bottom. Enya sika obi afa kote so afa sika boy economy no ho eba se de be ya yanko ohia kese mo. This sika mo kan wasem no international organization like IMF aka say it was necessary for it to be done. So me I don't understand why wabaye asem sanka Bank of Ghana and chechemu no idea menua enter so man different what I say. So in this country I say menua you very careful. Mo say mo ye oyetre ayochina mo ye no at least to say bia any anchor. So I don't think say there should be a battle or a fight over a route na ayede mo ye oyetre money place for say ye fee say ahana mofa ebeboa. What is wrong about that? At the end of the day no then abese wa achieve o pese amanfo nyina hu say bibi sent na moyo ye kire no. So for me no it idea me feel say hu hia say mentem ho say the ebam. What I say because o pese o make position say when we be anchor so ye. From your perspective, you can even do this or issue press statements. What I say, but me I say be company or your press conference. More than much to say mbe demonstration. Fine. Please for say yeah dream no. Me feel say mo fa my beboa. Now me your penalty ya be ka say somebody is controlling them.
No but prof o share route me no near protesters here proposing and then police for a proposal share route me no me no ehfa emu de empa na ka wo sha kwan tiawa anka ebeboa protest ni na tiawa omusi mu awomadu oma presenting on presenting ye yapon
media me no for me no it's not about route no about the case now we making no.
No, but this morning the conversation is about the route.
And I may say, in my candid opinion, route no shouldn't be a fight. Say for her, me for her no. That is not the bottom line. Bottom line is say, asem winti ye or ye I'm a Ghana for.
No, but don't you think, sir, it's an act in bad faith from the Ghana Police Service?
As in then,
say ye shia, me shia mo, menuma ye meeting, magia tum se mbebo me ho ban. Yan discuss any alternative route be from the police service. Na a free meeting as ya then you propose an alternative route.
No,
say
no.
Mon fa.
No.
Me try mo response na fi mabom ho ban.
Please for no. I propose alternative route. Number one, non say obi na manipulate omo. Number two, ebia omo koye no ma hu say that wouldn't help. Okay? Number three, omo suggestion no might not be final. And no, you can still engage them. You can still engage them say okay, momo feel say momo dream no. After meeting no, mo feel say ye fa no ma ankebeboa, but ye no mo nya dream. Then we dialogue. You dialogue and see the best way for it. But me point is say, what's the reason? What is the bottom line? Didn't know omoye or yacheno, omokoyo picketing. to express a certain position.
Yeah.
Our position is say Bank of Ghana governor no on resign. And my point is that even that call no is not even necessary. Granted, you just make your point. The route no shouldn't be a barrier or it shouldn't be a bone of contention.
No, but speaking with Honorable Mama Yarga this morning, he feels say police for no just want to stop the whole protest.
The police cannot stop them. The police cannot stop them because their legitimate rights. Demonstration is part of democracy. Mama Yaroga is an astute and revered lawyer. Onim say that cannot happen. Why must stop demonstration in country?
So then why don't you allow them to take their proposed route? Give them the needed protection. Meet you, Prof.
If we are saying, we must also look at Obi make a position. And look at you misconstrue the intention, okay, to mean something bad. We are journalists. What the consonant name? Assume you say I wrote now on my agree on. What I say? Maybe because here we will blame the police. I'm assuming say because here. So if the police is saying A, it doesn't mean say Omo Adom Bonny. It doesn't mean so. At times no. Emma, you go a state institution who fin or say very careful. Now encourage people with good faith and good intention. Please for the beer baby. And I'm say a beer for her. What I say? Oh no more dream. You state your position. Say please for any more dream. As some cano. So doesn't mean say they're please for na cano. A minority in a group no. Almost means I engage your manner. Can they go and still talk to them? They can still go and talk to them. Now, they can come to an unacceptable conclusion. That is my position on this matter.
Okay.
You don't have to say because Omwa Jimuno, Omwa change the original position and more agree on enrantino. I dream Bondi Bijna Omadi yes, sir, and obey them manipulate. We don't have to do that. For me, that is completely unfair to their integrity and their professionalism.
Okay.
Bottom line, I say, you say, me the man say, "Mommy, I could do about no day." Moment say, Addison, if you that demonstration, for me, no me say, roots no, for me no,
it's irrelevant.
For me no. It is not weightier. Once I'm channel. Necessary. For me, no research plan make us a necessary but not sufficient condition. What I say necessary but not sufficient condition to addressing your problem. That is my point. You know, na yen hwe kamera so a say because so yes how you channel me see ehun hia na nobody will will prevent them from doing it.
Me that's it, Prof. But let me read this portion from the police release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, paragraph 5. I say, however, police drew their attention to the fact that using their selected routes may endanger public order and public safety, among others. Right. We therefore requested the organizers to relocate the routes and destination of picketing in the interest of public order, public safety, and running of essential service. That's the paragraph. Honorable Teller.
Say, this is an afterthought because the meeting we spent almost about 2 hours. 2 hours.
You were there?
I wasn't there. I wasn't in the meeting.
Okay.
But after the meeting, briefing the course, our interaction with the press near
yeah.
Now I don't think that my leaders will come out and lie to the public after we have had a very lengthy, discussion. Yes, definitely Murezi. So they make an answer. You raise a concern. Say no. If it's about public order, disruption of public activities, there, who started from Adabraka, from that circle,
Obrasport
circle there. No, but Ubanantia, Kofa Adabraka, Kofa City House, now there. congestion about that area no. That traffic. Cause that area no. That area no will cause more jam, will create more inconvenience than we moving through stadium, from Parliament through stadium, Ministry of Finance, High Court, and then to Bank of Ghana. Very simple. And the impression we had from that place was that they were satisfied. And that's the reason why we came out and told the press we have agreed on the route. Only for us, because somebody was not too happy. Say the press carried it. Oh, they have agreed on the route. They have agreed on the route. Later, and it is issue press statement that they never agreed, and that we should come with another. How? And then Honorable Ayarigano, the bottom line is that somebody wants to flex his muscle just to frustrate and stop the whole process. But I am sorry. They can't do that. They cannot do it. And we are not out there to go and fight anybody. We are just expressing our sentiments, how we feel. We believe, sir, this is not a time to waste 250 million. You see, Mrabi will come had my friend causing financial loss. It doesn't mean that you spend the money, put it in your pocket, but your judgment, your competency is questioned. And because as a manager of this economy and a manager of a country, you know, the safety of our people, you have to take the right decision at the right time. If you take the right decision at the wrong time, no, you waste government money, and that is what is happening at the Bank of Ghana. The governor came out and lied. Say, or see, the can reasonable. When they started printing money for government, you know, you raise the issue, no. What was it? It was an overdraft. They didn't accept. The majority, the governor of Bank of Ghana, did not agree. This morning, sorry, and I was looking for those documents. You know, I didn't find them. They came out with a press release that it was an overdraft. And the government. Now, answer now. You see, Yawamra Bank of Ghana, because I mra. Now, Mrano say what when nini ene ebinimu were prison because of procurement bridges. Ene ebinimu were prisons because of procurement bridges. I just say woman discard shombotomu, but the process is no fa no man fa. And it, you know, the law no is dealing with them. Governor Bank of Ghana, there were limits. Obetimi abo aban bosia. The minimum no say 5% of the last the ensuing year no revenue. Now say opese say BBSC under emergency situations. Emergency. There are two conditions. Emergency situation. Emergency situation, you know. Now say Bank of Ghana per se only nisika edima Ghana government. One see the finance minister, the controller, and the governor of Bank of Ghana. One be share we they will agree on a limit. They will agree on a new limit. So they make it say. Now, that new limit, you know, they will inform Parliament. That is one leg. They will inform Parliament. That's one leg. Now, another one also say Abai Eco Bank of Ghana say opese you born busian like this debt restructuring issue here.
Yeah.
Say Abai any emergency. There are two scenarios. Emergency one, no, crisis aba, force majeure, BBSC. We need more money from the governor of Bank of Ghana. You put it in writing. Who the qua governor of Bank of Ghana, controller, finance, Womeshia. They will decide on what? A limit. Yebisa who say. Time on go see no. Say a limit on there. Limit ben womdi buy. What did they agree on? Now, was Parliament informed of any limit And the second scenario no ye DDEP no. No aban edika aban akwa jiska wo tweska be wo diska bebre a support what do you call it Bank of Ghana say aban pese fasa sika na say governor of Bank of Ghana say finance minister etro on paper ediakoma governor of Bank of Ghana this is what because ultimately for no enko jibusia ubetro otro Bank of Ghana emrano man who kwan say ono be inform parliament say this is what is happening.
Honorable Mpacho,
I'm giving you emergency situation.
Between 2012-2015.
Yeah, that's right.
The Bank of Ghana provided overdraft.
Yes.
To government.
2012-2015. Yes.
To support government and Cocoa Board. Around that time, situation is what was the emergency?
See, please. There are two scenarios.
Yes.
Bako aban no ada emergency situation no say no governor of Bank of Ghana the finance minister
yes,
and then controller share no ma agree because there's a limit for us. We have agreed say it should be 5%, and it if the situation warrants say womunyi more new limit no eba parliament or be inform parliament. The finance minister will inform parliament of a new limit. Now, when it comes to debt restructuring, when in emergency, and this is not the first time what friends saying, AC. One the governor of Bank of Ghana will write to parliament say, this is what the finance minister is requesting or has requested. You say who say under these two conditions, first one, I say already limit number. Was Parliament informed of a limit? And if Parliament was informed, what was the limit, the new limit? Second one, he said, the DDEP, did the governor of Bank of Ghana, did they inform Parliament? No. And under the two situations, breaching Emra.
Okay.
So and it is a 2012. If you call the former governor of Bank of, if you listen to Dr. Dufo Enra, he will tell Okachi will say yes. Borrow, but they pass through the right channel.
Into 2012-2015.
Yes, can say he's a banker, and he will not lend money without any paper. You will not call him to lend you money on phone. He will have to use the right channel. And the right channel, and say, when the finance minister writes to him, he would copy he will write and copy, the finance minister to parliament and copy the finance minister for record purpose and going by the law. In this case, the two scenarios will bridge.
Okay.
And two. I just tell him in the demonstration. Here. I just want to tell him say say nipa ni disu when nisu a ese mra ni do di and now judgments as a leader and then you problems and then I mean all manner of what do you call it bills arrears. Statutory funds, arrears. What do you call it? Contractors. We are owing a lot. Now, under this prevailing condition, I ain't mean to amount for Kano. You see, you have $250 million. No, me tell Professor there, because it's 20 million. Or no, 250 million Ghana cedis. I just to remind you, we are not TA. It's $250 million. Now, who share the trajectory of this request? How many cover PPA? The project, it started with a value of $81 million. Within a space of 1.5 years, I jumped from $81 million to $222 million. I'm a PPA the Central Tender Committee raise concerns.
It's a variations.
Yes.
Variations.
Look, listen to me.
Me too.
Let us not joke with these things. The American say the level of variation shows how incompetent the managers of the bank, and in the board, are. How indecisive they are, and how unprepared they are to man the Bank of Ghana. Because you see, say variation. You are not just talking about 20 million, 30 million. You are talking about the first variation of about $40 million. Then it changed, hooping $100 and something million for one project within 1 year. It tells you something.
Okay, Honorable Mami, we are now getting into the Bank of Ghana issues.
Yes. Say, and I don't need you because I don't expect you to come and say anything otherwise. Because one, not by two, he's here to defend the government. And it me say okay. But me I'm very sure say one day posterity now say the jump where they feel say credible okay there.
Okay.
That's
it. Honorable Telabi.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Professor Nyako.
The PPA even had a cause to complain about the changes.
Member Professor Nyako. So, but Mamenka Chief for say Game Park Games. Ucha Ubedi numbers 9029 now I selected 4 now the live draws 3 live draws at the Abreu on Adom TV it is selected 4 numbers out from 0 to 9 now fe wacha no say ukuta smartphone download the Game Park Games ewo Android and ewo App Store Game Park Games and also called www.gameparkgames.com na wetime etwa ewo hwa unkuta smartphone so dial *946# *946# na wetwa live draws near the bro Adom TV anapa no nkono we aprem to bre and afia nwumre no nsia 9 a.m. 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. daily on Adom TV Monday to Sunday ya the live draws near the bro enti yentwa na fe yempesika weekend na eba no yempesika engu ye bottom Game Park Games more mula more power National Lottery Authority ensa esha se woni fie du wotwe a memfa ho hye Game Park Games no emu Professor Nyako
minya so only say already paragraph from the police statement now mo ka say omo draw a minority for attention
yeah
route na on be say omo fa no so am be say me nua e ka chen say whether what the smart police for no canon are true or false say no correct say police for no etwoma dwen si so a then untimenya U10 embe blame omo sanka omo antuma dwen so and anka ye and be say afterthought. But if what you read to us no true, then please for no, you don't have any just because they can't catch them. That is number one. Meanwhile, causing financial loss. You don't just say it, you have to prove it. You don't say so be causing financial loss. There should be evidence to it. Reasonable evidence. You must prove it. Say that system now since now you can't want them no. If I'm say omaye boni bia bring it and tell us say asina wo kano enya no kre before you can accuse them say omo akoso financial loss ni say o kan kekesa minua
me say omo breach woman Bank of Ghana Act no woman ka say breach
and I me say the way I was say no that o say omo akoso financial loss I'm saying say you need to prove that. Okay. And I listened to the Bank of Ghana, I think Tuesday or so, or Monday, or your press conference.
Yes.
Now, Oka said, scanner more can was no. It's not necessarily printing. It's not more hobby. Or see overdraft. Mm-hmm. Because commercial banks, no, are more reserves there. So they can use more reserves, no, at the financing government activities and some of these things. So it's not necessarily say you are printing money. And if you are printing money, what is even wrong about that? It's a central bank. The firm will say lender of last resort.
Yes.
Go through the right process.
Me no kasi I'm not now.
Okay.
Me kasa, but I'm saying say Bank of Ghana a lender of last resort.
Very well.
Say banks no come in here or money come here, they have the right to come in. And this for someone say during their reign, Bank of Ghana and financial model 2016 main 3.15 billion financing from the central bank
in 2016.
I'm telling you, we did a report be wa launch manifesto of 2020. Mahama Eko can say zero financing from the Bank of Ghana.
Yes.
And Star FM a fact check. A fact check. Now let me read the one portion to you. Or say the amount taken by government from central bank was 3.15 billion.
Source.
I'm saying say.
Okay, it's an online
yes,
story.
from no. No, tie. Number three, me a researcher. Before Tio.
Yeah, Tio.
Me say I get background. Fact checker. Mahama's claim that NDC money 2016. Me say Star FM. I'm reading from Star FM website, and this is a station affiliated to the NDC. Affiliated to the NDC. Meaning, I say Mahama's claim that NDC money 2016 budget without Bank of Ghana borrowing false. And I'm here fact check. Now more. Now say I'm here fact check. They did a fact check and they're giving background. This is it. This is not something that I manufacture. It is impossible. I'm telling you, Seminia, Bank of Ghana, they finance government projects. And you know, I'm an asema. I say very careful. We don't have to create an impression say Bank of Ghana cannot do that. Now NDC is shifting the goalposts.
Nobody's saying that.
Senior, me I respect you. I respect you a lot. So
I know,
please,
but what I'm saying is that
please.
don't misquote me. And they don't present my view.
They don't mention your name. Don't mention your name.
Honorable Telabi.
Let's continue. It's not you.
Don't run away from me. Then I'll come back to you, Bacho.
Don't say me more. Me say NDC for Sawaha. If I want to quote you, I'll mention your name. Me say NDC. Okay. So they are all kind. Now you're talking about limit, and I'm saying limit of what? Now, Mama say your main issue was that 60 billion cedis no monti be that loss and monti be that. And Bank of Ghana have about the church mu at the contia you okay seeing this kind of debt. Now, for the more shifted goalposts and our limits and our finance minister Antonia Daddy, please. The bottom line is that in this global economic crisis, most central banks are running losses. Oh yes. UK, I remember I read a report about 115 billion pounds or so in losses.
Prof. Macho,
what's that
because of Nkomani education, my main kind way, and I'm quoting from the Business and Financial Times online. Tekpa disputes reports suggesting Mahama administration received Bank of Ghana financing in 2016, so that we can compare with what you are reading. That we can have a proper.
So Ben now or no dispute.
2016 budget assembly. Former Finance Minister said Tekpe has maintained that the Mahama administration did not directly borrow from the Bank of Ghana to finance the 2016 budget.
Go ahead,
Mr. Tekpe said the government in 2016 to the Bank of Ghana for financing to support its expenditure since there was an IMF conditionality that barred central bank financing. And the story quotes the former minister. I signed the non-lending memorandum of understanding with the governor of Bank of Ghana as an IMF conditionality under the IMF Enhanced Credit Facility (ECF) agreement. Even as we went through the crude oil price shock 2014 to 2016 and Nigeria gas supplies doomsday crisis, he said. Mr. Tekpe pointed out that the various roles of the Bank of Ghana aimed at supporting the fiscal policies of a government must not be confused with central bank financing.
And up till that is what he is saying.
Yeah.
on another Minister for Finance. He's made his position.
Yes.
And business of Nigeria Times I report to. I'm also giving you what I have read to you. And I'm telling you, say, I'm not with you from business. And I'm also saying that Star FM fact check on their website is there. And Star FM now make on website no. It has sympathies towards the NDC. And it means I'm reading a subheading. 2017 annual debt management report. From Momo. I'm saying now it is worth noting that the Bank of Ghana law amendment was passed by Parliament in August 2016, which was close to the end of the year, and if the law was to take full effect, it could not cover January to July of 2016. But the amended law even allows for government central bank borrowing of up to 5% value equivalent of the previous year's revenue figures, which will be 2015. In 2015, the total revenues and grants was 32 billion cedis. 10% of that will be 3.2 billion. 5% will be 1.6 billion. The amount taken by government from central bank was 3.15 billion. That is marginally below the 10% cap as required in the Bank of Ghana Regulatory Act and above the 5% cap as required in the amended Bank of Ghana Act. Conclusion. From the above, the claim by former President Mahama that government did zero borrowing from the central bank is false. This is my source. You're giving your source. What I say, and it's not something I may concur to here. If there is disparity between what Mahama said, which is in line with what Tepe said, his finance minister, this is an independent source. No. Independent source.
No, but we can independent source. Yeah, time and we will look at supporting the fiscal policies of a government and what central bank financing.
Yeah, but no. These are two different things. No, central bank financing of what? Government activities.
Yes.
So it's not financing government activities. It's not the same central bank who is doing that. No. It's the same thing. You see, supporting government activities by whom? Was it by a commercial bank? Was it central bank? The point I want to make is that there is nothing wrong, say central bank financing activities of government, because that is their mandate. That is the apex bank of the country. Commercial banks, their reserves are with them. Regulated commercial banks. That is their job. Say, central banks come in to support them. That's it. But I'm saying that the 60 billion now, over the years, this has never happened before. But because of external shocks, difficulties, DDGP, this thing happened. And the Bank of Ghana will be explaining. So Bank of Ghana explanation enter sumwa more can change, but you don't have to hide behind say and the Bank of Ghana explain so much as if say sikana akombotom. The money is not well spent to ensure say economy no will be stabilized again because of condition you're finding, and it is on their books. It's on their books. And we are talking technical losses. They know said they are costing but I'm not 17. They will try to amplify it to confuse everybody. I'm telling you that nothing untoward has happened until say they can prove to us say scano afar na
but honorable Talabi okasa no me bisa wasembi. I didn't really get the response between 2012-2015 overdraft modema government and I supported ma Cocoa board under what emergency.
No this is question no bisa no mean the far by, because can you give me specific overdraft on the friends Cocoa board and under what conditions and under whatever, because trust I don't think I can provide you with any answer.
I see.
Yeah, serious.
I see.
Yeah, because today we are talking about a situation where government first just in 2021 almost 30 something billion Ghana cedis from Bank of Ghana. 30 something billion. And I said, 48 billion from Bank of Ghana. I'm from Rakwanso. Oh, meaning the can say, look, Obia Ugo we scout me the baby. One more go yes the basic and one find 9. Was he right? And it know Emra wo Emrana make an Emrana miss what because of personal interest. And I say because of political influence in it, you know. Me say, Emrani say the limit, you know, 5% of the previous, you know, budget. And Ansana, Ube Lendi, I know this can be governor, finance minister, I know the man are buying in excess of that, you know. As I say, Ufam Nakwembisu, Samran, woman fasu. Because Samran Kwanusa, I go who the limiter. Controller, finance, any Bank of Ghana, we agree on. Today, as you sit here as a government spokesperson, you don't even know the limit. I agree. Me see, per the Bank of Ghana Act, no. The governor of Bank of Ghana, ebe timia borrow, Obama abai sika, Obama no, just 5% of the previous revenue. So they make it say. And then I buy Jessica more than that. Na mra eda ho no say woman kwa Jessica say Ghana government say Bank of Ghana is supporting the activities with some amount of money. Na say e follow out of the range e be emergency efasi BBAC a wo hie sika enye telephone call e no de be kan kire Addison say my 2 billion and 3 billion. Ube throw at to paper so. And it me only me back said you make a telephone call. So and it was interesting listening to Dr. Dufo. Yes. Also as a banker, he doesn't give money on with telephone calls there be. And it you know throw finance minister throw and the command governor of Bank of Ghana say me here as I say everybody Sika say yeji won say no and then we have to take more. As I say Mrani say controller finance minister any bank governor of Bank of Ghana one be transit no ma agree on a new limit. Question maybe say what was the limit I want agree on? And that limit you know parliament must be informed. And then also no under emergency situation the limit must be agreed on. Parliament must be informed. The second leg, you know, under situations of any emergency, remember here say, this debt restructure, buying Bank of Ghana did seek Abeshemi. And no, as I said, finance minister here request, you know, as I said, governor of Bank of Ghana, ultra letter, Edinburgh Parliament. No, I copy finance ministry for the purpose of records. As I said, Mrano say that is what you must do. Because and yes, I sorry Gagana this cano of friends Abai Keke. Because Abai Ankasaka demonstration they have been reckless. Because Ushe Emania and here you woman Abai the reckless borrowing. Because they were very lazy. Because they had obi a creative condition our be inherit ultimate on the offense Sikanintino. They were just borrowing. Now between 2017 up to 2019 they have borrowed more than $14 billion. And it the Emma SSA Bank of Ghana did Sikabeshim a buy way through their incompetence. And they may buy. Okay. And they may buy. And it say what creative problem? Now say I will hear about. Now say Okako Jiska or Bank of Ghana. Now Mrani say this is what you have to do and from Mrani so. Now Bank of Ghana government so transit and it's kind of I'm a nenu inflation now 45%. Okay. Who do you blame?
And this is for me say they keep shifting the goalposts.
What are we shifting?
No,
We are talking about the competencies of the Bank of Ghana. Governor Bank of Ghana the board members.
So it's Bank of Ghana. HSA. Me finance government projects about 10% of
annual. It has been revised. It's 5%. Even now under the
No. I remember in 2018. I remember I said Parliament and I'm more time more passe. Fiscal Responsibility Act. We shouldn't even spend more than 5%.
Yeah.
What I said.
But that was
then later, COVID time it was suspended.
And that is different.
Yeah.
And that suspension, as we speak now, yes, some are back to the 5%. We are not back to the 5% because
that is the
5% has been
different.
So, I know. I'm talking about the fact say, and always the emergency situation. I'm saying say we about power. We don't want to spend beyond 5%. Okay. We were able to maintain that at COVID time. Then we went back to Parliament in 2020 or so, and permission was given by Parliament to go beyond that. But the point we are trying to make is that go to the DDGP, the minority in Parliament, a part of the process. The Finance Committee, the ranking is chaired by the NDC. What I say at forcing any Ninia Adongo, they are key members of the committee. The IMF and the Bank of Ghana met the committee several times. You guys were there. You made your position everything. So Sikana Moka about 60 billion now lost now Yankeno. You knew it. And you all agreed, say we should go for that program.
Is that supposed to be your justification?
No, I'm saying that because you realize it, say we need the debt restructuring, both domestic and external. And our Parliament, the Finance Committee is a committee of Parliament. It's a committee of Parliament, and they sat on it, and on my agree say we should do the DDGP.
That is not true.
That is true.
That is not.
Miss DDGP no. Minya, what they say anything from
minority.
They all supported it.
Okay.
Unim. Now, Finance Minister, Empoyer Rising, Obeshiayen, he came and met us. On the Ekasai, committee of the whole, he was there. Tembiano, you invited us on maybe answer questions. And nobody even asked him question to the contrary. But I'm saying the projects now occasion this technical loss no.
Yeah.
They are all in the known.
Okay.
By Parliament.
But come on.
Something different. I mean that is not fair.
1 minute. Yes, sorry.
It's not fair.
1 minute. Yes, sorry.
Only BB.
Me so mama obi ama me 1 minute.
Uko court now could lose a case based on technical ways here. It means your position was still incompetent. If you go to court now, see because of some technicalities, it means that your presentation was incompetent. But let me finish. Allow me. Please, allow me.
No.
Look, you see, Unim, let us not run away. Let this government not run away from their crass incompetence. They shouldn't run away. And America say they were very lazy in mobilizing resources internally. Okay? And if you look at the trajectory, ever since this government came, revenue mobilization internally, has always gone dwindled. Because they were happy to go out there. It is a fact. They are happy to go out there. So they are happy to go out there because they could get the Eurobond. And that was all that they were they go and take the loan. And when we confirm loan now, when they go for the loan, the reason why we are where we are today, they say loans now because they never invested those commercial loans. They are project loans. Those loans are project loans, like what we use for Twabo, like what we use for Terminal 3. It pay for itself. The 3.something billion that the NDC went for was invested in areas it to pay, and then Terminal 3 is paying for itself. Atuabu is paying for itself. Oforiata and Akufo-Addo say, "Womu sika no mkoti ye no. Them project and they pay for itself." And next year
Sorry. Senior, it is not correct. See, correct saying you need power no. Domestic revenue yentimi akofom is not true. Yetimi amiti most of the revenue ICD in 2022 the GRA mobilized 75.5 billion in domestic revenue, exceeded its target by 3.6 billion. So we exceeded our target in 2022 and all previous years now. Otumu say yetimi amiti ICD. On the contrary, shortfalls in revenue under the tenure of the NDC. That is the fact, and I'm giving you evidence on the fact. Okwa koji ebi a bond, okwa external marketer. It is part of revenue generation, and this government is not lazy. Government are lazy, no, and can say innovatively introduce ye levy for you to shoot it down. Ye levy was an innovative idea. At least mean that you levy no. Your project say and Kayabenya about 6 billion Ghana cedis annually.
Yes, sorry.
I know
6 billion. But at least when you 1 billion poor at least no. A part of our revenue envelope.
Yes, sorry.
A part of it. Oh, that be what's not young call a election never no.
Oh, that be time no time.
Massa
1 minute.
Miss delegates. I got to about special delegates. Memenda.
Yeah.
Esromo. Otabamia. Was some party no. Aye drama party no. Or you be a back competencer or your number one. Or you be a back and swadehua innovative ideas or your number one. Meanwhile, my first point is that Otabamia, yeah, someone because you're very competent. What I say now, I'm for say some of us are support to Bamiano. We have been influenced, coerced, or we are being intimidated. That is not true. That is not true. On the reverse side, no. On the reverse side, no. For the future of the party, you believe say or no be a better man to me my no the man according to NDC. I'm following NDC. In the Fourth Republic. No. I'm raising three presidents. First one, Jerry John Rawlings.
Second,
from the voter region and at Eve. Mesiti Rawlings from the voter region and Oya Eve. Second, John Atamils from the central region and Oyakan. Third person, John Dramani Mahama from the northern region Oyegonja. Omonya Eve, Omonya Akan, Omonya somebody from Gonja. In our party, J. Kufuor, Oye from Ashanti region, Oye Akan. And now Dankwa Akufo-Addo, eastern region Oyakan. Yeah, party. No, what do you want to say? The same. No. The point I'm making is say no. The point I'm making is say in our party, it is about competence. So, who you're competent at, no matter where you come from, we will give you the opportunity to serve. That's the point I'm making.
That's it, Prof.
Thank you very much. Me pese Ghana for nyina te say. For the NDC, we are blind to where you're coming from. What we see in people is their competence.
That's what I've said.
Anything, if we never went for Jerry Rawlings because he was coming from the voter region. Neither did we go for Tamils because he was from Central region, or His Excellency John Dramani Mahama because he was in Gonja. We saw in these gentlemen very competent people.
Same thing I've said.
People who are competent, people who are ready to serve this country, and not because of where they are coming from.
All right. Honorable Oklete Telabi, Member of Parliament, Lower Manya Krobo, Honorable Professor Kingsley Nyako, Member of Parliament, Kwadraso constituency. Yes, sorry.